One announcement. Two legends. Zero holding back. Kyle Busch said something this week that broke the internet. Kyle Petty went even harder. The entire NASCAR garage is split right down the middle. This is the debate nobody saw coming, but everybody has an opinion on. Welcome to RACECAR Nation Report. I'm your host. And today we're diving into one of the biggest controversies of the 2025 season. It started with one announcement, and it exploded from there. If you love honest NASCAR talk, hit subscribe right now. We're a brand new channel. Our first goal, 500 subscribers. You're a real race fan, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Story set up earlier this week, a big announcement dropped. Garrett Mitchell, better known as Cleetus McFarland, is racing for Richard Childress Racing. He's got 3 starts lined up in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series this season. The second that news hit, the reaction started flying. Some people love it, some people hate it. Some very big names had very strong things to say. Cleetus' background, so who is Cleetus McFarland? Online, he's massive. It's millions of YouTube followers. Huge racing content creator.
Right.
The rest track, the resume is short. 5 starts in the ARCA Menard Series. 1 start in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. That's it. And that's exactly where the criticism begins. Kyle Busch's reaction. Kyle Busch was at Phoenix when reporters asked him about Cleetus getting this opportunity. He didn't sugarcoat it. Busch said he didn't even know how many races Cleetus had run, but he pointed to Denny Hamlin as an example. Said Hamlin ran something like 10,000 races before reaching this level. Then came the line that spread everywhere. He said, and I'm paraphrasing, that his 10-year-old son has probably run more races than Cleetus has. That quote hit social media like a freight train. Busch made his point clear. Experience matters. And he said he's not the only one in the garage who feels that way. Freddie Kraft reaction. Another strong voice came from Freddie Kraft. He's the spotter for Bubba Wallace in the Cup Series. Kraft went straight to Twitter after the announcement. He listed out Cleetus' resume. The crash at the Rockingham truck test. The spin on lap 5 at Daytona. And then he sarcastically wrote, "Good enough for me. Approved." But here's the important part. Kraft said he doesn't blame Cleetus at all. If any driver gets offered a competitive NASCAR ride, most people say yes. That's not the issue. His issue is with the approval process itself. He also pointed to the Daytona debut. When Cleetus spun, he went down the track, not up. He was inside the top 10 at the time. Kraft said it was dumb luck that half the field wasn't wiped out. Safety, that's the core concern. Kyle Petty reaction now. If you thought Kyle Busch was direct, wait for Kyle Petty. Petty has been around NASCAR for decades. He knows the sport inside and out, and he did not hold back. Petty's biggest concern? Cleetus' internet fame may have opened this door more than his racing resume did. He brought up the limited experience. The Rockingham test crash. The early exit at Daytona. Then, during a post-race YouTube discussion, Petty delivered one of the most blunt lines of this entire debate. He said it feels like you don't need racing experience anymore. According to Petty, all you need is a simulator when you're young or 10 million YouTube followers. He basically said drive a Crown Victoria, build a big audience, and suddenly opportunities appear. Now, to be fair, Petty admitted something important. He said when he entered NASCAR in the late 1970s and early 1980s, he was also very young and inexperienced. He called it the pot calling the kettle black, but he still made his point. The sport has changed. There are more developmental series now. More paths to get here. And in his view, celebrity status alone shouldn't fast-track anyone. He said NASCAR is the elite level of motorsports. The drivers who get here usually spend years earning it. Then he said something very direct. If someone is only an internet sensation, they don't belong at the Cup level. Maybe not even at the O'Reilly level yet either. The other side, but here's the thing, not everyone agrees. Ty Dillon, RCR driver and grandson of Richard Childress, actually supported bringing Cleetus in. His argument? New fans? New audience? New eyeballs on the sport? Cleetus has millions of followers who may never have watched a NASCAR race. Bringing him into the garage could change that. And Cleetus himself has been pretty honest about his goals. He's not trying to jump to the Cup Series. He's talked openly with Dale Earnhardt Jr. about wanting to keep building experience step by step. He wants to learn. He wants to prove himself on track, not just lean on his online fame. What's next? Everything is building toward one date. April 4th, Rockingham Speedway. That's when Cleetus McFarland makes his O'Reilly Auto Parts Series debut. And that race matters more than just his career. Because depending on how he performs there, he may or may not earn his next planned start at Talladega Superspeedway. This first race is a test, not just for Cleetus, but for the entire idea of bringing internet personalities into NASCAR's competitive ladder. The drivers will be watching. The teams will be watching. Fans will be watching. Everybody wants to see what happens when that green flag drops. Closing question at the end of the day, it comes down to one question. Can someone prove they belong on the track even if they didn't take the traditional path? We're about to find out. Now I want to hear from you. Do you agree with Kyle Busch and Kyle Petty that drivers should earn their way through years of experience? Or do you think Cleetus McFarland bringing new fans into the sport is actually a good thing for NASCAR? Drop your opinion in the comments. This debate is real, and fans are split. If you enjoyed this honest NASCAR discussion, hit like and subscribe. We're RACECAR Nation Report. We're brand new, and our first goal is 500 subscribers. If you're a real race fan who loves talking about the sport, the drivers, and everything behind the scenes, this is your channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.